I unmuted it pretty quickly that time. I'm learning. As we all are. Because this is 4D. Def's Daily Dose of Dota. Today, we're in the middle of episode 12, a game between Team Tinker and Eg, America's favorite team. From the recent Star Ladder, yep, Season 10. And what we're focusing on today is a hero that doesn't get a lot of love in the current meta. He's Bounty Hunter. We see some unorthodox methods coming out from EG to employ him, specifically pairing him with a Crystal Maiden in this game. Placing him mid, and having a combination of mid and roaming. But we've seen a lot of success so far from the early game. Entering the mid game, Bounty Hunter is 4 kills and only 1 death right now. And he's been able to get several track kills to help boost his team gold by a little bit, but also increase his own. And not to mention that the track ultimate also provides all your allies a little extra speed buff, 20%, to help close in on that tracked hero. We're going to hop back into the game and see the Bounty Hunter in action in the mid game. When we left off, Fear had just helped secure a kill in the jungle. The tier 1 is down. So we see him in a position on the map that a lot of heroes would not be able to be standing right now. Especially with a fight initiating on the other side of the map. We see him on the enemy side. And now he's in hot pursuit. Just putting a track out on the squishy ancient apparitions, instilling a little bit of fear into the enemies. Okay, there's my one joke for the day. But we see Fear continuing to roam back into the jungle. Our laning phase has ended, so he doesn't have to occupy the mid lane anymore. He can get back to that very classic Bounty Hunter style, roaming to the jungle, farming up a creep camp here or there with your Janata that does give you periodic damage increase, and hoping to stumble upon perhaps a squishy ancient apparition. Perhaps a squishy wisp that still doesn't have a portrait. We do see him successfully leveling up there with the help of his Janata and phase boots. And just checking the damage that he's pumping out now. Normally only hitting for 117, 129, but you see 252 from the Janata proc. Quite a good damage burst that he would love to use on someone like Ancient Apparition. But Sing Sing on the Ember Spirit may smell him out. He's staying close to AA, but not too close. And we saw 758 to 200 damage. Almost enough to claim the kill on Bounty Hunter, but not quite this time. Instead, he will reward a killing spree to Legion and a little extra damage for our Team Tinker. But meanwhile, perhaps we could say space created. That was 4 heroes having to deal damage to commit to kill a Bounty Hunter. And Arteezy uses the time to push out the top lane. Meanwhile, Earthshaker supporting his missing Bounty Hunter, making sure that Team Tinker pushes up to the tower, but is not able to force the issue. Crystal Maiden doing some excellent farming in the jungle, just keeping up with the last hits. 46, surpassing Fear. However, when we go to the net worth, we see Fear on top of Zai with the help of those tracks. And of course the 4 kills. Fear is back up though. He picked up a +10 strength ogre club. Could use that for a basher. Skull basher is his first item. Might be a BKB though. Doubtful. And we see him just continue to farm up the jungle. The Drums of Endurance will give both him and his allies little extra speed boosts and stacking with the phase boots, perhaps helping him kill
Dire's top tower is under attack.
and helping him close. And every gold now, or rather every kill he gets, gives him 200 extra gold. But with the game in a bit of a lull, he knows that there are sentries out on the board in the enemy jungle. He chooses to farm up in his own jungle, while his heroes push out lanes, or smoke rotate.
Dire's middle tower
And seeing that smoke rotation from his allies, we see him moving in. The blades are orange. He's ready for a Janata attack. Will he find Centaur? Will Centaur find him? There's a blink in, along with the teleportation. But they didn't know Fear was there. An immediate Janata.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bastard. Got you!
And that's a very quick 2-for-0
Dire's middle
with 200
tower
extra
has
gold
fallen.
going to Bounty Hunter.
Dire's middle tower
Many
is
heroes,
under attack.
had they not been stealthed, would have tipped off the Centaur, and perhaps that fight never happens. That is the power of a bounty. Even when he's not there, he might be. And we see another track going off, pursuing our Centaur War Runner. And what's that? An extra 100 gold to Arteezy and Universe, and an extra 200 to himself, though he does fall, buying 2
Dire's
teleportation
bottom
scrolls
tower is under attack.
before his death. Still,
Radiant's top tower
A one
is
for
under
one.
attack.
and he got the extra gold along with his allies.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Arteezy, BKB, teleporting away. Zai continuing to farm up the jungle, now has a Midas on Crystal Maiden.
Dire's
you know,
bottom tower is
why
under
not?
attack.
The Blink Dagger
Radiant's
I
top
think will
tower is
serve
under attack.
to be much more fruitful for him, helping him get into engagements where the Bounty Hunter can already be waiting in the jungle stealthed. The other supports will soon be able to join him. Legion Commander getting a kill on one of the carries of EG in this game, in the top lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So Fear ports back top
Invisibility.
to occupy the lane. Defend this tower, which is getting close to falling. And now that he's stealthed, our Legion Commander will have to watch himself in lane. But instead we see 3 heroes from EG rotating to the mid. Fear rotating himself as well. Fear not needed for that kill.
Radiant's
Would have loved to get in there
bottom tower
and
is under attack.
put a track on that squishy ancient apparition though.
Radiant's
a total of 5
structures
deaths
are
for him.
fortified. Dire's structures are fortified.
And 1,300 gold coming out. The Ogre Club goes back
Dire's
into
middle
storage
tower is under
for
attack.
Bounty Hunter, and a bottle coming out now. The Ags
Radiant's
stick,
top tower.
razor,
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
dealing a lot of damage to the tower. There's a track coming out. Porting top lane, trying to save his Legion Commander, but he does not.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And a little extra gold going the way of our Faceless Void. It looks like that will be a BKB coming out for our Bounty Hunter. Tracking out our Ember Spirit. He'll have to watch himself now. There is a Stampede coming out from Team Tinker. But we see Eg.Fear coming in behind. He tracks and puts the damage in to Centaur already low. Helps to secure the kill. Back up to 800 gold. Then we see the net worth staying very competitive, 4th on the net worth chart currently. But he refreshes his stealth and roams back into the jungle. He sees creeps dying. Will he be able to secure a kill on IO? He thinks better of it for now, because Fear has the support of his Faceless Void. The track will come out, secure a kill with the assistance of Zai's Crystal Maiden.
Time grinds even mountains.
And
to
Void
dust.
falls in the forest. No one was around to hear him, but Legion Commander. But that was still a 1-for-1. However, the IO
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
was a track kill again. Arteezy having to port away. Fear a little bit out of position on the opposite end of the map, but He's still getting very close to the BKB. I don't know why I thought that Ogre Club was part of a Skull Basher. They look very similar to the Javelin, the art style. Fear roaming back to the jungle. We'll just continue to farm. Arteezy, typical Arteezy, stealing the farm. It's okay. Gotta feed the Razor. He already has his Reaver. He'll be working on his Heart of Tarrasque soon. And we see the BKB coming out at the same time as the Legion Commander. EG's strategy this game of the mid lane bounty hunter into a roaming bounty hunter has kept him very competitive on the net worth chart, dropping down to 5th now, but he does have a BKB, and this track mechanic will continue to support for the whole game. 200 gold is still 200 gold.
Yes.
And the assistance it gives your allies can really help pull a team fight from a small favor of yours into a large favor. I have no idea what I'm saying. I was just waiting for the smoke to come out. Staring at this glowing Janata ready weapon. Does he have any? Blades of the Crimson Mask. Little mixture of items here. The rotation coming out. Our heroes lie in wait. As this tier 2 tower is beginning to be pushed by Arteezy.
Bottom tower is under
Doesn't
attack.
even need to use his ult stick here for it. He can save that ultimate for a later time. Secures the kill.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And our heroes secure the support for Arteezy. Had there been a rotation, it would have been bad news for Team Tinker. However, the rotation may be coming now. Invisrune Legion Commander with several heroes in support. Arteezy pushing out the lane while our bounty hunter lies in wait.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A gem now on Legion Commander. Fear will have acute interest in that. Communications probably coming out. And we'll see just how long that Gem of True Sight stays on the side of Team Tinker. Continuing to farm up the jungle. We'll see he's still staying very competitive with the Ember Spirit on Team Tinker. Meanwhile, Team Tinker, they're slowly losing
Swift as the walls
to what is
of
now a
ice.
12,000 net worth difference. Roshan could be the next point of contention, but Eg.Fear has other ideas. He knows that Team Tinker is down substantially, 4 kills, many of which are track kills. So he just roams through the enemy jungle, hoping as always to run into a squishy intelligence support. But Team Tinker on the other side of the map, attempting to sneak in this Roshan, hasn't been spotted out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
We're about to
attack.
see. Arteezy runs in with Fear in tow.
Yes.
The fissure comes in. IO falls. Legion Commander having to BKB, but a track is out. Janata to slow him. And even though Fear is caught in this universe, is able to come in and help clean up. What's that, a gem on the ground? Why, we'll just have Earthshaker pick that up. Bounty Hunter using the bottle. And just staying with his team. Coming in, helping to secure a little extra damage with the Janatos for
Radiant's bottom
Ursh,
tower is under attack.
for the Ursh Roshan. The first Roshan of the game.
Roshan
Centaur
has
coming
fallen
in.
to the dust.
Steals the kill, but not the Aegis.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Interesting strategy. As Fear's weapons glow orange again with Janata. And he will rotate down here to just occupy the lane, get a little extra farm.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he sees the rotations. Arteezy moving up for this tier 2. He's committing his ultimate. Fear will start rotating that way. Now that is a piece to a Skull Basher. Sometimes we'll also see a Desolator come out from Bounty Hunters. Excellent burst damage. I've actually seen Orchids as well. But Skull Basher, excellent item. Open up on someone. You'll get 1 or 2, 3 attacks very quickly. I'd like to note that a 3.0 agility gain per level is one of the highest in the game. Meaning by the time you start to max out, Bounty Hunter will be attacking very quickly. 0.94 seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Doesn't manage to get a track there. He's starting to hit for 600 now. We can see the Janata's 536 damage after armor. Normal, hitting for 200. And Fear pushing out the lane. As Arteezy leaves. He knows Fear can just clean up, get a little bit of extra money. And begin roaming with the rest of his team. Universe pushing out the mid. Team Tinker having to stay grouped up all together. Except for this squishy Ancient Apparition. Staying on the other side of the map. Wants to ensure, should a fight arrive, a very large Ice Blast is able to be executed. But Fear continuing to farm. He knows he has a little bit of time here. Team Tinker on the back foot. And once you do get 4 points in that Janata, you get a couple levels. He's up to 14. You really can start to dish out the damage. And farm just fine in the jungle. We'll see he's also kept very competitive on the hero levels. Falling off a little bit down to the middle of the map. Or, middle of the pack, rather. A bounty rune goes to our bounty hunter. And he sets out again. Collapsing on this lane, just getting a track off on Centaur, making him a little more nervous in his future movements. And he goes back invisible. Continuing to farm. The Javelin is picked up. That will be a Basher soon. He's about 600 gold away. And our EG heroes lying in wait. The strategy has definitely paid off for EG. They have amassed a 7-kill lead. A 16,000 net worth advantage. And with the help of this bounty hunter and the tier 2 falling with the assistance of Arteezy, they are definitely in control of the map. Occupying the enemy jungle, using their time to farm up. And wait for Team Tinker to force themselves out of position. Just constantly using the track to keep the whereabouts of Ember Spirit. And they think about their first high ground push. Arteezy pops Eye of the Storm. Sleight of Fist not doing that much damage, only has an Eye of Scotty.
Dire's structures are fortified.
As our bounty hunter
top tower is
lies
under
in wait.
attack.
Universe does have the Chronosphere. He would love to start a fight here, but the tier 3 high ground, not exactly the place to do that. So instead our heroes back off, port to the bottom lane to farm out this pushed out wave, and otherwise continue farming Team Tinker's jungle. Fear will find another rune. That bottle will help his mana regen. And there is a substantial smoke rotation coming for Arteezy. However, he has 3,200 HP, has the Assault Cuirass, the Heart of Tarrasque. Not exactly the best hero to gank. As Ancient Apparition shows himself, Arteezy a little curious, wondering why such a low HP hero is this far out of the map. And Ancient Apparition will rightly so disengage. Fear, though, rotating over to his carry. He now has his Skull Basher. And we are going to see soon what I think will be a fight on the high ground. It's 35 minutes in. Multiple items coming out for our heroes. The first T3 was tested, can quickly go the way of our TZ with the help of his ultimate. So we, now with the help of a Skull Basher from Bounty Hunter, will take a break. When we come back, the thrilling conclusion, although at 25:18 I think we see where this is going, of episode 12 of 4D, Def's Daily Dose of Dota. We'll be back after this relaxing music break.